The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Walk me through that.
It's good to be here.
Thank you, appreciate that. Why the birther thing? I mean, I'm going to make an assumption that you don't.
I don't know.
Agree with
Why
Donald
is
Trump.
CNN so fixated on this?
Well,
why don't we talk about the jobs issue in this country?
Sure, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But let's start with this.
And the disastrous. It's CNN that wants to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up. Mitt Romney has made it clear. Mitt Romney has made it clear that he believes that President Obama was born in the U.S. You had Donald Trump on last night, and now you are asking the question this morning.
Well,
it's CNN's fixation.
So you don't think it's a valid question to ask if someone who is posing as a supporter/surrogate at a high level, Donald Trump isn't your random supporter, he's a high-level big funder, has talked about how much money in the millions of dollars that he's thinking about donating to the campaign. You don't think that that's a big deal, that that person consistently talks about the fact that he believes the President of the United States is not a citizen of the country?
I think it's as equivalent an issue as Bill Maher, who gave $1 million to President Obama, talking with such a foul mouth about women. But you can't pick your supporters in this country. The fact is that this country has a jobs problem, and supporters of the president, like CNN, keep wanting to talk about other issues. You
know what's interesting? Every time you ask anybody a hard question, they suddenly go to this, well, you must be supporting.
This isn't a hard question. This is an easy question. Mitt Romney has made it clear he believes the President of the United States was born in the United States. Now we can talk about the big issues in this country.
So let me ask a follow-up
24 million people unemployed,
I'm happy to get to jobs in a second.
And 24 million people underemployed.
Which I agree with you on that front. And we're going to get to that in 1 second. But before we get to that, I want to ask you, why does Mitt Romney not go further? For example, as I'm sure you have seen many times, when John McCain was posed a question by a woman who asked him a question, not only did he say, here's my position, he said to her, let me correct you. So I'm going to play that clip for you first, and then we'll talk about it.
Aren't you embarrassed to be speaking directly from the Obama speaking points that they distributed yesterday? Aren't you embarrassed to sound exactly like the Obama spokesman talking about John McCain? This is ridiculous.
This is a clip that we have played before.
You should be embarrassed.
Many times. It's a conversation that's been
had. Come on. Come on. Let's talk jobs. Let's talk jobs.
Is that because you don't want to talk about the fact that a major fundraiser
that's not an issue. It's not an issue. There is nobody in the Romney campaign that believes that the president was not born in the United States.
So then how come someone doesn't say, Donald Trump is wrong? And we're going to tell Donald Trump
is wrong. The president was born in the United States.
That, I think, might be the first time. Well, thank you.
No, it isn't, ma'am. No, it isn't. It's just because you don't read enough that you don't understand that. Let's go to the issue.
There is no need to get into personal attacks. There is no need for it. We can move on.
I'm not getting into personal attacks. I'm talking about the fact that you have a fixation
of asking questions when someone who is clearly a birther is a representative.
You did it last night with
I was sleeping last night.
And you opened the show today.
That's what I was doing last night. That's what I was doing last night. So I did not do anything but sleeping last night because I go to bed early. Let's move on to talk.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.